Alright, welcome guys. We are on our second part of the trip, and here's where we are going. And I figured I'd just give you a little glimpse. There's absolutely no beaches, but open nature and a great scenery. So, come on for the few-minute ride. It is about a, I think, 45-minute ride from here. We just took off from southern part, center of San Fernando. So this road takes you through into Dinalupian, and as you will see along this little trail, there's a lot of road work going on. Been going on for years, and I surprised to see that after a year not traveling here, they're still not done. So it causes a little traffic back up, and traffic jam here and there, going through certain things. Lanes are cut down to one lane, and a lot of trucks. This is kind of the main road that goes from San Fernando into Dinalupian. You can get down to Olongapo and Subic, but that's not where we're heading today. But this road, I think, prior to all the big highways and all that, this was kind of the only road that you could use and get into Bataan. So that's where we are today. And when you get locked up here between trucks like this, this road is dusty, and the dust is just throwing in your face, and it gets almost like sticky. All right. So anyway, so today they announced something different, not related to this trip here, but I figured I'll put it out there, and that is that Philippines will now enforce a new testing and quarantine rules for travelers from other countries, and that is supposed to start, I think, on February 1, and they tell us that is to curb the spread of more infectious variants of the coronavirus. So they laid that out, interagency task force, and travelers will, what they say, all incoming passenger, regardless of origin, will be required to go into isolation in quarantines when they arrive here. It looks like it is kind of backing up here, so we'll have to slow down a little bit. As you can see on the left there, they're still working. They're concreting this whole thing, and it becomes like, when it's done, it's 3 lanes almost in each direction. So they seem not to have enough money to cover for those that are in need, but they sure have money for this. It's incredible. Anyway, what they're saying on this new travel rules for incoming tourists and whatever. And I don't know if this is related to tourists or only those who have family, children, and so on. That remains to be seen, actually. So, but anyway, when you get here, you have to quarantine, and after 5 days, they will do what they call an RT PCR test, roughly 5 days after arrival, and then once that come back, you will be allowed to travel to your final destination province, and the local government will monitor the condition. And again, it doesn't really state if you have to continue to quarantine or if you can self-quarantine. But the total... Oh, look at this guy. He is just nuts. Sorry about that. Anyway, so you have to complete the 14-day quarantine, basically. And also what they are saying is this goes in effect on February 1, 2021, and will remain to January 31. So I'm assuming it will be for 1 full year unless they announce something different. So we'll see what happened with that. Yeah, the traffic here is looking pretty rough. Anyway, this road also, once you get down, and you can kind of see it a little bit here, but once we get a little further down towards Dinalupian, what I was gonna say earlier, had to reload the camera here. But when you get further down towards Lubao, Dinalupian, then you will see the mountain ranges and all that. And it is a really, really beautiful, pretty ride. All right. There's a few traffic lights down there. They're not too bad though. Short lights, and we are heading on towards down to Lubao. Lubao will actually be our final destination. Janice has some relatives down here, and we decided just to take a ride today and go down and visit and try to enjoy the day, getting out from the house and an apartment. We've been sitting locked up for too long, that's for sure. All right, so if you look down to the right here, you can see the mountain ranges. We're now coming into Lubao, and you can kind of see these mountain ranges here. I like it down here. It's very pretty, and once we get to our destination, we get out of traffic. So we're gonna take you right through to the right here. That's the what they call the Lubao bypass, so you can get around this town and don't have to travel through here. It's a little longer, and the traffic is pretty decent here, so we're coming into kind of the business district of Lubao. It's a nice town. They've also redone the roads here. You can see they're paved with concrete. It's a little bumpy actually. Some what do you call it? When they lay out the concrete, they don't get it too smooth. A lot of places, like going over the mountain range from Pampanga over into Morong, they lay down concrete, and when we came back, this is now a year ago, they had just put down really fresh asphalt, and the road became really enjoyable going over the mountain range. So we're maybe 10-15 minutes out, and I will cut down the video a little bit here and there. This is a total trip, I think, for about 40 minutes from San Fernando, downtown area, and kind of be boring riding for 40 minutes, but you can scroll through the video here, and you see the nature around, and I love it here. Actually, this is a place where I could see myself living, because of the nature, no traffic. And the no traffic you'll see when we get to our destination. What I mean by that, by the way, here is the bypass coming in, and so we're in the outskirts on the southwest side of Lubao. To the right here, you have the market, and that's open every day. We've been shopping there a few times here and there, and I believe also there are jeepneys and other means of transportation going through Lubao, San Fernando, Lubao, Dinalopia. So there are ways to get here, and without having your own transportation, is what I'm trying to say. Got to think about my words at times. All right, so now we're coming down to where we're really close to our destination, and now you're going to see what I'm talking about when it comes to no traffic, because we are going out to the middle of nowhere pretty much. Out here, this area is mainly farming, rice farming, a lot of homes here has a lot of mango trees and other things. But rice farming and to some extent, I believe, corn is the two main things they're growing in this area. So you can see, this is a very, very narrow road. Excuse me, guys. Talking up a storm here and my throat's getting dry. But right now we're coming out here, and in a moment, once we get around the turns up here, you will see some of the mountain ranges, and you know, obviously they're not close, but on a nice clear day, you can see some of it there behind the trees to the left. Means of transportation mostly out here are either trikes or motorcycle. I don't see many cars out here. I know there are some foreigners that lives here. In one area out here, right across from where we are going, there is some really nice homes, and I believe some of those to be foreigner. I even heard that there might be some Norwegian guy living out here, so that would be an interesting meeting. A Swede and Norwegian. You know, Sweden and Norway always had our battles in the old days. Norway was actually occupied at some point in history by Sweden, and I think they got their freedom back in 1905. So, and now they're doing a lot better than us, that's for sure. They are a oil-rich country, and Norway and its economy is doing far better than most countries, including the United States. If you look back there now, you see the mountain ranges and all that, and it is very nice out here. And as you can see, there's rice fields all over. The trenches you see to the right and to the left are reclaimed water from the rice fields and all that. All right, guys, that finished the trip for now, and I will sign off here and say you are welcome to visit us on Sunday morning, 9:15 a.m. on our live feed. God bless and take care so much.
Honey, I ain't been your stepping stone, my darling. Oh, oh, oh. I hear you need my love, but it just ain't here no more.
Wait, don't click that button unless, of course, you hit the subscribe button, and then you can move on. And while you're down there, hit the notification button as well. And if you leave a like or a comment, we will personally respond to you on all or any request you might have. And thank you for watching, and we'll see you again at the next video.